Welcome everyone. We're going to review Go Magic. Here we are, the Go Magic website. I've already set up an account, which is straightforward enough using Google login, which always makes things a bit more straightforward. One thing I can't find straight away is the dark mode, because I tend to prefer dark mode, but I think that may be a matter of development, or I'll be probably corrected and be told where it is, but initially I can't find it, but that's fine. So let's get about and have a look at the project to start with. It's probably a good idea. Where in the world is Go Magic? Located in Georgia as a foundation, but no boundaries, of course. Obviously standing in support of Ukraine. Here's the team, so you can find out a bit more about the team on the site. Playing Go since 2005. This is the first time I've seen the site myself as well, so I'm just going through it. 2 Dan RGF, strong player, all strong players. The passion for Go. Wow. So there's quite a serious team behind this. Alexander Dinnerstein is fantastically strong professional players and very good teacher as well. So wow, it's well backed, well founded. And let's have a little look through it and see if there's anything more. Oh look, there's you can actually create courses on here as well, can you? There you go. So I think contribution based is probably some form of collaborative there, contribution based maybe. Motivation, always good to know. Oh, so not the motivation of the team themselves, but sort of motivation for players. And this Chinese adaptation is particularly good, I thought. Very well made, and you can watch that on either YouTube or iQII.com for free, which is a Chinese streaming channel. AlphaGo is a fantastic documentary too, recommend you watch it. I haven't actually seen The Stone, so that's a good one maybe for me to have a little look at. So yeah, inspirational sort of things to get you going really with Go and get you interested maybe, or to pick up your motivation. I think Hikaru no Go has always been good for me as a go-to for motivation. So what I was sort of immediately drawn to was the sort of the skill tree. I like this format. I wonder, being a one down myself, if there's a way to sort of skip some of this, or if it actually detects whether or not you can skip some of these. Or maybe you can just do the graduation exam. Although yeah, so this will be good. I'll probably fail. Black to play, choose the best move from the given option. That says C's instantaneously jumping out at me. Well, maybe I'm using thickness territory, but it seemed like a little bit. So let's try it anyhow. I got that right, did I? Quite natural. I think I'm jumping in 3-3 there straight away intuitively. Everything else seems a bit. D straight away jumps at me. It's good to just use the intuition. I think I'm just going to make the shape here. You can't cut. You'll get those 3 captures. Disastrous. Bamboo. Task is to probably capture these stones. And I think that's the jump. Ooh. Oh yeah. You forget sometimes. This is really good. Like the graphics are really like clean. probably designed to be used on a mobile as well as the computer, which is fine. So I've scored 100% in that. Let's see what it does for my. See if I can skip a few. So continue. Oh yeah, so I've probably got to pass the graduation exam a few times maybe to skip all of this, is it? Yeah. How far can you go on the graduation? Can you skip a graduation exam, or you've got to do a graduation exam for each gate? That makes sense. Let's plow on and see how long it takes me to get up to where I should be, maybe. Black to play, connect the stones. So straight away I'm thinking there. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So I can just connect otherwise. Connect. Did I fail? Oh my god, that's not good. Yeah, because I got those two captured, which is not good. Oh, no way. No, maybe it's just this. Oh, play too quickly, see. Blame the stream, blame the live stream, you know. It's all the pressures of the stream. Hi Sega Dream, how's it going? So, yeah, can't believe I got that wrong. Let's see how it affects me, whether I lose lives. I think we've just got enough liberties there, haven't I? Oh, wow, I got a basic problem wrong. What are we doing? Oh yeah, so there's a question on this one. So you've got multiple choice. Who wins the capturing race? I think white. You're going to start liberties from the outside, yeah? And then you put, maybe you want to kind of make an eye. I think white just wins, doesn't he? Yeah. Yep, double snapback, quite easy for me to see intuitively. I think it's good. Just capture the two, yeah? One more. Let's see. Here's the one I got wrong. I got one wrong. So I can't believe I got one wrong. I shouldn't have got one wrong. But that's okay. So I'm gonna have to do this how many times? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times graduation exam to get up to the next level. I'm kind of determined, so I'm gonna do it. So I want to get to 18Q. It's always going to be the same, I think. If you're coming in a bit stronger than you should be, it takes a bit of time. Or maybe I just need to go back to basics. Black to play, capture some stones. So we've got a kind of loose laddery thing there going on. Let's see. We've got a read of a new Dylan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough liberties. Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? Yeah. Good for your reading. I think we're going to take advantage of that point, aren't we? Atari can't not be really. Atari, yeah. I think I have to do this, don't I? AOB. 2 choices there. Black to play, capture some stones. So it's like golden chicken standing on one leg, I think. No. Some stones. So like I'm not supposed to be killing all of it here, I don't think. I think it's this that actually gives the white damage some areas. You capture the 2. Yeah, okay. So it wasn't to kill. Black to play, capture some stones. So I'm going to throw in straight away there. Seems to straighten Let's go. I'm going to play there just without even reading. It's just got to be right. I think instinctually, you know, you build up strength as you go along and go, and this sort of doing problems and more problems will definitely help you build up instinctive strength. Come on, graduation exam, let's go. Black to play, white has several weaknesses. Find them to capture some stones. Oh man, there's quite a bit going on here, isn't there? Like, well, I think you've probably got to look at the most stones to capture. It's a bit more tricky. You have to think. Thinking is required. And this doesn't help, does it? Captures, it's just some kind of snapbacky type thing going on where white is okay because black is demands the Mari, so we can ignore that. That's like white has several weaknesses. Find them to capture some stones. I just got a feeling I'm just going to get this wrong. I'm thinking defense, you know. But then... oh no. I stand a very high chance of getting this wrong, guys. This move's jumping out at me. Capture some stones. For some reason I'm just thinking the defense there as well. Maybe those are they captured anyhow? I'm gonna get this wrong. Alright, I'm just gotta start throwing stones at it now. I had a feel. For some reason I had a feeling that this is a better move. I don't know. To protect your own weakness. I wonder if it allows you to play out some variations. So like you know. I don't know, that's maybe just too defensive. Because if black fail, then surely just perhaps I'm overthinking this. Like I could be overthinking this because it is just capture some stones, and maybe the objective wasn't to defend some stones, so I can't get out of that. Black to play, connect the stones. I think that does it, doesn't it? No, too quick. Oh my god, I'm useless. Yeah, I would read that out properly in a proper game. It's because snapback damage to Mario straight away. So we can then just kill the group, can't we? Did I get this wrong? What did I do wrong? Huh? No, that was right, yeah? Well, I think we're stuck for some reason. I think I'm getting it right, but I think I'm getting stuck. Or maybe I'm getting it wrong at this point, am I? Is that saying correct? I mean connect, white, that, connect. Yeah, you've got it for there. Correct, find it. I don't know. Can't quite see what it's saying when it does that. Correct, find the rest. Oh, okay. But I can't find the rest now. Oh, the other solution maybe. Just connect, yeah. I don't know. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, there's more problems on the rest of the board. Okay. I got it. Yeah. So it's like a multifaceted problem. I didn't get that then. Black deflate, white has several weaknesses. Find them and capture some stones. It's quite taxing. So yeah, we'll go for that one. We've got to find the rest, Joby. Find the rest, yeah. But I could do with a bit more dwell on that because I didn't get what he was saying for some time until that's okay. Capture some more stones, yeah. Can we do this? No. Just these, yeah? Maybe? These? Failing distributor. No, let's see the solution. So we found that one weakness. Are we gonna honey there? Corner. I'm gonna show solution on these. Yes, we got that one. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was thinking get to there, but I don't know why I just started to it. It was just quite bad actually. Should be stronger. Seki, yeah. Not good enough. Okay, so I can't make that. Let's try again. The final skill will open to you. Oh, so yeah, that's kind of like a Duolingo type thing, but I think if you do with Duolingo, if you do some free problems, you get more. Let's examine. Let's find out what the pricing is anyhow. $22, 3 months, 45. So obviously breakpoint, safety 9. Different levels there. See. Yeah, it's pretty reasonable. Can I get a refund? Yeah, full refund. So no qualms, refund, etc. So let's see what else we've got just for free before we make the leap. What am I? I'm a newcomer now. Got 54 coins. I do like the skill tree. Shame I can't. I think I should have just got them right. So I can't go on with this now, can I? The final skill open for 85%. Okay, so that's me done now with the ladder at the moment for free. I think, isn't it? Do I get any points for this? These are quite easy for me, obviously, so I'm quite, this is really quite basic level. But it's great though. I think getting used to those shapes is going to help a lot. Let's have a look at some of the courses. Oh, there's a beginner's guide as well. Let's go right from the start. Show you leaders. Oh, there's probably like a league and stuff where you can see how well people are doing. Yeah, sorry, Wolfus, I got that completely wrong. I should have got that right. Really, I should be doing a lot better at this, but I think it's the pressure of the stream. I have to keep my chat on top. Let's have a look here. So, 97 coins. Sort of XP type. Oh look, I'm 6th in the top 30, so I'm not doing too badly. But I think that's probably because it's quite new. So get on there and beat me, guys. It should be quite easy to beat my spot, I would have thought, with my XP after just having played for the first session. Oh no, so that's today. Yeah, so that's today. So, yeah, so like I've got the different time frames that. So week-wise, I'm probably lower down. Oh yeah, it's quite a few users already. That's interesting. Great. Oh, that's good. It's good to have a league system and to keep people going. So let's watch the intro. Get started. How to Suji works. I think you need a subscription for that. You probably need a subscription for. Yeah, I think you need gold for that, don't you? Quality matters. Yeah, it looks really good. Interactive feature. Probably my connection, that is.
Hey guys, we're making this video to demonstrate a feature that we're planning to use in our future courses. And don't get scared now, there's going to be some buttons and problems appearing on screen. But first let me ask you this. What is your level in Go?
Cool.
I hope you didn't just click that button at random. You are quite an experienced Go player, which means that you know very well how to sacrifice your stones.
Should do, but I didn't do
Let's
very
put
well.
that to the test. Here's quite a simple problem. Lack to play.
So yeah, I think you can play this old chestnut, can't you? Where you've got A and B and I. Like I think only because I've recognised it so many times before. You can just throw in an A and B and I. So haven't you got two choices there? So they both work, yeah. So yeah, like they both work, I think. Yeah, so like if we restart the problem, we can see that. So what was it? I think I did the throw in the first time, so I think I can do this now. Oh no. Yeah, that works. So there's two solutions to that. Let's see what they're saying about that.
And the correct answer is Black needs to add one more stone and sacrifice them all.
First
White will
move. The
take
first
5
move's
stone.
critical.
But this leaves white with a weakness right here. Now black plays here in the middle.
Or the,
And if white tries to make 2 eyes, black will throw in, and white is dead. If the first problem was too easy, here's something a little harder. Black to play, and remember about the stone sacrifice.
see, straight away I know the shape, so I'm cool with this. I think this just comes as a matter of doing so much practice with Sumiko.
The first
It's
move
good,
here,
though.
black
I like the
doesn't really have a
interactive
choice.
feature.
Black has to connect.
It's like you're in the room.
But now white tries to attack black by sacrificing a stone like this, and if we capture, white will live Atari, and black can't connect. After this, white will capture everything. So the correct answer is, after white sacrifices a stone, black sacrifices 1 more stone here. 4 stones instead of 3. White has to capture, and black plays right in the middle. And now these 2 points are Miai. White connects one of them, black cuts the other, and white is left with only 1 eye. I hope you've passed the test successfully, and remember that in Go very often we have difficult situations that require creative solutions. And that's the kind of interactive stories we can make. It's not quite Bandersnatch, but I hope you like it. This is Go Magic.
Good. Some nice Goban. Yeah, I like it. Later exchange for rewards in our magical store. So I've got 71 coins. I probably can't buy a lot with that, I wouldn't have thought. Go rules, express course. Some good free resources to get you started. Fundamentals 13 by 13. Typical mistakes. Let's see the store. Ranking system. So I should be up in Abracadabra Magic really, but it's all fully explained. How do I get to the store? Have a look here. Have a look at catch the chat now. Or maybe the store isn't open yet, I don't know. Oh yeah, store. Click store. To get to store. So let's see. Oh no, we're 71. Can't buy anything yet. Probably have to come back and build up some coins to get a discount. That's okay. Let's see, what's the catch the cat then? Try to surround and catch the cat. Not something I'm familiar with. So let's go catch the cat again. Promotions. Discord bonuses. Oh, I haven't joined. I don't think I've joined the Discord. No, I'll join the Discord. There we go. Joined. Joined the Discord. Done. And see if we can access one of these free courses. I think there may be a way of filtering by free, is there? Or new to go maybe. They're more than likely to be free. Yeah, so like that's the indicator really. Go Rules Express course. Good. Yeah, so it's like really good for absolute entry level. It's fantastic.
This is a Go set. It consists of a Go board and black and white stones. All the stones are exactly the same. There are no super stones or stones with special abilities. And on the board you can see 19 vertical and 19 horizontal lines. And it's on the intersections of these lines that the players will place their stones.
Yep.
At the beginning of the game,
Very
the board
clear,
is empty.
Very clear explanations there. When you've got time, if you're new to Go, just go through it. Yeah, so some problems. Oh, here we are. I found dark mode. I've been looking for dark mode. Oh, that's much better. I much prefer dark mode. So how did I miss that? I think maybe, is that always in the... I just missed that in the app somehow. Oh, you can't get a dark mode. Maybe it's on the website itself that you can't get dark mode, but I think when you're in the training system you can. Okay. Maybe it's website specific, then I'd have to turn a dark mode plugin on or something. Yeah, it's great, absolutely great, sort of from beginner all the way up really. I do enjoy the skill tree. It's just a shame I gotta wait 24 hours now to get access to that again. Oh, I shouldn't have failed. I shouldn't have failed the exam. That's not even 18Q. But yeah, I think pending time, sort of just need a bit of time to be able to concentrate really and look at the board properly. Look at that. What does filming mean? Oh, it's filming presently. Closed. Let's see if there's any more free stuff we can find. Magic, gold, magic. Let's have a look at typical mistakes then. Automatic Atari. Oops. Did I just skip? I think I just skipped the video. Do not Atari automatically, yeah? I think is going to be the message.
What's the first thing you learn when you start playing Go? Probably how to place
Atari.
the stones on the board and how to Atari. Atari is one of those things that feels so nice and satisfying. You're attacking, your opponent is defending, you're feeling powerful. You can do it over and over again. But is it always that good? Let's see this game right here. Both players took the corners, and black decided to attack immediately. So black attaches, white responds, and black cuts.
Crosscut, yeah.
This kind of crosscut, white has to handle it very carefully. In the game, Atari. White connects. Atari. Atari. Hadouken. Black extends, and
Hadouken.
black is very strong.
Yeah,
White
that's too
captures this
good.
white stone and slice through white like a knife through butter. White feels like a strong boxer who, instead of punching his opponent, was punching the air. And after punching the air for a long time, he's feeling very tired. White has a weak group right here, weak stones on this side. If I'm white in this game, I just want to resign. I don't know what to do. And all of this happened because there were too many Ataris in this game. Every time you make an Atari, you're making your opponent stronger. So let's see how white should have handled this differently. With this kind of crosscut, it's actually a lot more powerful to simply extend. Instead of any Ataris, let's say white just extends like this. First of all, this move immediately threatens a ladder. If black doesn't do anything, white will capture the stone. And if black saves it, like this for example, well, white can keep pushing, and what, this stone now dies? This is too bad. And let's say if black wants to live in the corner, you can do that like this for example. White extends. Black is alive, but now this move is Sente. And after this, this is going to be Sente, and this is going to be Sente. Black will live very small with 2 points. And white will have all the outside influence. This is too good for white. So let's try something else. After this extension, what if black decides to sacrifice the corner, like this? White extends, and white will take the corner. Black gets an outside wall. This way, white captures this black stone. The corner is settled, and it's quite big, and black only gets a little wall. The corner feels much better. White is good. So it's a little counterintuitive, but in this situation, the simple extension puts a lot more pressure on the black stones than any Atari would. Now let me show you a couple more examples of this in Joseki. In this Joseki, black takes the corner, white approaches, and black plays elsewhere. So white makes one more move here, and presses black down.
Yeah.
Typically black responds like this, crawling along the third line, and white gets a wall. But what if, instead of this, black chooses to counterattack? He pushes, and cuts bravely. Now if you're white, what do? I've seen so many games where white got scared, and simply, Atari, push,
Yeah. So,
giving this stone up,
thank you.
and black gets all of this territory. Are you happy as white now? But let's look at it this way. When you play here, trying to press black down, are you really planning to give the stone up in a few moves? I don't think so. So of course when black tries to attack and cuts, there is no reason to be afraid. White is strong here, so no Atari. Extend.
Yeah.
This stone can be captured in the ladder. These stones are not alive yet. And there's an even more severe move. White can extend like this. Now, black stones are in danger, so they have to live. White makes a beautiful shape. And black is still not alive, so black has to play one more move. Black could, for example, jump. And now, black could of course escape with this stone, but it's not going to be easy. And white is feeling strong on both sides. Now let's see another star point Joseki.
Good explanation. Very good.
Let's say
Nice and clear.
black takes the corner, white approaches, and white attaches here. Typically, black plays like this, white connects, and black gets this side and white gets the bottom. But what if black cuts here? This is a bit of a trick move, and if white simply Ataris automatically, black will give it up, and this ends like this.
Big corner.
This is a Panuki, so white gets a very good shape, but black gets a huge corner, and this corner is actually bigger and better than this Panuki. Black can even Atari like this to make it safer, only because this Atari works. This stone cannot escape. If white tries to run, black blocks. So what was a better move? When black cuts, once again, a
Is
much
the
better
honey?
option is to connect here.
Oh.
Now, black has to take the stone in the ladder,
And then honey.
which is
so-
again a liability, so black will probably need to add
the corner.
one more move when white gets a stone in this area, and white takes the corner.
Yep.
This is an even result. When I see someone who plays every Atari automatically, I think of a nutcracker. A little nutcracker who only cracks nuts. That's what he does, he doesn't do anything else. And that's how some players play every Atari without giving it much thought. But that's not what Go teaches us. We have to adapt and improvise in different situations. So if you can see that you can capture some stones with Atari, play it. But in some other cases, when Atari doesn't do you much good, don't persist in playing it. Let's see one last example. This is another Joseki that
We
you've
were all in
probably
that
seen
cracker
many times
once.
before. Black attaches
Have you ever been a nutcracker?
and pulls back.
Answers in the
Usually
chat.
white connects like this, or like this. But
I've
there's an
definitely been a
old-fashioned move
nutcracker.
here. It would be a mistake for black to cut right now, but what if black cuts? Do you want to extend? Well, actually, in this case, it's a lot better to Atari.
Really good
White has a healthy
instructive.
stone right here, so when white Atari is in this direction, black has to bump into this white stone. And one more Atari, and black is captured in the ladder. This is a great success for white. But even if we imagine that black has a stone in this corner, so the ladder doesn't work, it's still very good to Atari. Atari like this,
Go the other way.
black bumps, and now we have to realize that we don't have to save everything. This stone is not very useful, so white can Atari from here. Maybe even one more Atari. And protect the cut. Now black got a few extra points and captured one stone, but white built a beautiful wall on the outside. This variation feels very good for white. Remember, don't Atari everything just because you can. Don't be a nutcracker. If you see that Atari gives you some immediate profit, if you can capture some stones, sure, you can do it. But if not, maybe a simple extension is going to do a much better job. But I understand that sometimes the temptation to play Atari is just too big. So here's a little something that can help you with that. It's a minigame called Atari Go. And I suggest you start playing this on a 9x9, and if this feels too small, you can go to 13x13. You place a cross cut like this in the middle of the board, black to play. The point of the game is to capture one stone of your opponent. Whoever captures the first stone wins the game. It's that simple. But you will soon discover that it's a lot easier to capture your opponent's stones if you don't Atari immediately. So play around with this game, have fun with it, and now it's time for you to go to the practice section to solve some Atari or extension problems.
Let's go. So Atari quiz. Should be straightforward for us, I thought. Capture. You can read that ladder. Atari's not good for us there. I'm pretty sure B is good for us though. Like no B in this situation is not very good, is it? Yeah, definitely not. Trick question. I'm building up some coins as a matter of my participation in this course, I believe.
In this lesson, we'll take a look at a couple of pseudo techniques that look like real Tesujis, except they don't really work. They look like something you might have seen in a Go book, but it's a tiny bit different. So this is a game played by two beginner Q players. It's White's turn, and White decides to cut, quite reasonably. Atari. White extends. And now Black really wants to try and capture these two white stones. So Black finds an astonishing Tesuji. Black attaches. It seems like it could work, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
White is moving out, and White has 3 liberties.
I did think it.
So this move is like
Seems severe.
throwing yourself in front of a moving train, as in it's highly dangerous, and it can hardly lead to a good result. Of course, now White can push in any direction. Black will probably have to save this stone,
Yeah,
and then
seemed thin.
push here. And even if Black now makes a good shape, it feels like Black has too many weaknesses. For example, White can push inside, cut, and it feels like Black is going to collapse. So if you're planning to make a big Tesuji like this one, I suggest that before you do, you read one move ahead. You ask yourself, do I see how this move captures White? Do I see how it works? And if the answer is I'm not sure or I don't see that, then maybe you should consider a more conservative option. For example, in this position, Black shouldn't worry about this cut. If White cuts here, Black will capture this stone in a ladder. So the only thing that Black should worry about in this position is this cutting point. Right now, Black should probably protect it with something like this. This is a shape move, and now White will have to escape into the center. This feels very nice for Black. And now let's see another example. In this game, Black is doing a pretty good job. Black made some big territory on this side, and this White group is in danger. Right now it's White's turn, and White takes care of these stones first. Black immediately counters this with a Tesuji. It looks like a net. It feels like a net, but let me show you what a net looks like. It's this move right here. This White group only has 2 liberties left, which means that this Black stone captures it efficiently. This is a net. Now let's go back to the game position. This White group has too many extra liberties. So of course White can play here, or White can push and cut. And there's no way for Black to capture these white stones. Playing this kind of net feels like going hunting with a rifle that is broken, or that simply isn't loaded. When you're out there and there's a bear jumping at you, it's already too late. Before you go into the wild, you have to make sure that your rifle is all set and ready to go. So in this position, Black should realize that his rifle, or his net, isn't really working properly just yet. So there is no reason to play here right now. Instead, Black could think about defending his territory like this. Or maybe trying to attack these stones in the middle by playing here, for example. And Black could always come back to attacking these stones in the future. This is the same game continued, and Black is still doing good. Black lost this corner, but Black is now chasing these white stones into his moyo. White is trying to escape, and Black tries to capture them using the same Tesuji.
Yeah.
Once again, White has too many
I don't
liberties
think you
for
need
this
that.
Tesuji to work.
I think you
I'm
just
not
make.
saying that this move necessarily fails and loses the game. Black can probably still capture White, but now White gets more chances to resist. White will push.
Yeah. You're probably better off making a tiger's mouth, aren't
Push
you?
again.
From here. Rather
Now.
than
Atari. Right now, Black can probably still connect here.
double attack.
Let White capture the stone, and this is going to be a false side.
Yeah.
But Black connects here. White plays this double Atari, and now it really looks like White is safe. But all of this really wasn't necessary. But look at this position once again.
There's a way to play
White is
the
trying to escape, but where exactly? There are Black stones all around. So even if Black doesn't make any surrounding moves, it's going to be very difficult for White to live here.
Is he going to play
And if Black
hanging
simply
connection?
takes care of his weaknesses,
Yeah, I
for
think so.
example, connected
Beautiful.
here.
Oh yeah, solid
Now
connection.
white will have to live somewhere in the middle,
I was
being
going for the
surrounded by
tiger's
all
mouth
those
myself,
whitestones.
but
And
yeah.
that's going to be impossible. White will die. My advice for this kind of situation is very simple. Try to read 1 or 2 moves ahead. And if you can't see how the Suji works, it probably means that it doesn't. So don't take that broken rifle with you. Make sure it's fixed and loaded. And while it's not, just play a safer and more peaceful move. And you will probably avoid all the danger. And now let's practice.
Great. That's really good. So, where's our practice? So, find the Suji. Oh, we're okay with the ladder there, so yeah. I almost caught them, haven't we? I think B is probably the best. Oh no, just trashed. Is it just done that we can't catch them then? I don't think we can catch them at all, can we? So see a concession. Yeah, actually got a double Atari there, so see it's like concession essentially. You've got to concede that you can't capture them. It seems natural. Yeah, I know you've got the ladders, not so cool. So you catch these eventually. Loose ladder. It's a loose getter. Nose plate I think does work in this instance, isn't it? Gut feel. No. No. B isn't going to work there. I think you have to super. To be certain of A capturing, don't we? I think A does capture, doesn't it? Eek. Oh no, is it wrong? So wrong. I should really read more. Well, I think we're okay to capture now, aren't we? Because the presence of the extra stone. I think we're stronger on the outside now, aren't we? Yeah. Plenty of liberties. What? Does not work. Silly me. Oh, what? You got me just job. I would read it properly in a proper game, of course. I think we're okay now because of the hanging connection. I'm going to fail this. Maybe there's no fail criteria for that, it's 50%. Deadly descent.
This mistake that we're about to see is not very big. It doesn't kill any of your groups, but that's what makes it so annoying. Because you will see this happen in so many games. It only loses a few points, but let's fix it anyway. Let's have a look. This is a game played by 2 8Q players. It's White's turn, and White decided to attack this corner, like this. Black responds. Now, in this lesson, we're not talking about the fact that these moves that black and white make on the second line are played too early in the game. There are plenty of big points on the sides to be played, but we'll talk about this in a different lesson. Right now, we are only focusing on this shape. Right now, this white stone is in danger. Black can cut, Atari, and capture it. So white needs to defend. But there are 4 ways of defending, A, B, C, and D, and all of them seem to work. But not all of them are the same. So in the game, white played like this.
Mm-hmm. You see that a lot.
Black threatens the stones again. There's a weakness. White defends. And black saves the corner. All of this seems to be perfectly normal, but there's one minor detail. This one. This descending onto the first line is a typical mistake. What's wrong with it? It protects my territory? Protects the first line? Why is it bad? It still leaves a weakness. And when black plays here, protecting the corner, white now is forced to defend once again. And now black gets this move, which protects the corner, for free. But if instead of this descending, white connects, can black play here now? Well, yes, he can. But do you really want to play here right now, getting this 1 point? Probably not. Maybe it's much better to play something like this, the big point. Or defend the corner. Or we can protect the corner this way. We can do pretty much anything, and all of that will be better than playing this 1 stone here, taking this point. So, in 95% of cases, when you see this situation, it's always better to simply connect. Okay, now how about playing this move instead? This is a good shape, a tiger's mouth, right? Yeah, it's a good shape, but it leaves an obvious weakness right here. So, black starts looking at this weakness right this instant, and black can peep, and white is forced to connect. Now, of course, black will save the corner, but at some point in the future, this stone might help black in some way. For example, black will invade on this side, and white will attack. Black will try to make a living shape here, and you see this stone is starting to help black. At some point later, black might play here or here, and it becomes a living group. Now, let's try the other tiger's mouth, like this. But of course now this stone is weaker, so black will Atari, and the corner is protected free once again. So the reason why this solid connection is so good is that now that white is strong, black is not going to play here, which means that later in the game, white will probably get a chance to play here himself, forcing black to defend. This might only look like a couple of points, but there's no reason to give them to black for free. Now let's see one more example. This is another game. There was a big fight on the top, and almost no moves were played on the lower side. But we're focusing on this shape right here. In the game, white blocked, and you can probably guess that black played on the first line. So white threatens these stones, and black defends. White got a chance to close off this territory for free. But let's see what happens if, instead of playing this, black connects. Now white doesn't have a chance to play here anymore. This is now Gote, it's not such a big move. So white will have to play somewhere else, which means that much later in the game, black will probably get a chance to play here. White will have to defend. Black connects. White connects. And white loses these points. I know, in this game black is losing big, so black probably needs to ignore this altogether and play somewhere else. But in some other game, this little endgame could decide the outcome. In the same way, if instead of connecting, black plays like this, white will get a chance to Atari and gain some profit. If black defends like this leaves a weakness once again. So white will peep, black connects, and later white will get a chance to do something about this corner. For example, white could invade like this, threatening to either connect with a stone or escape. So the simple connection is still best. This descending move is so popular, it seems like it's played by so many people, and here's me telling you that you should never play it. So let me show you a position where it actually works. This is the very beginning of another game.
Rules.
Black and white just play the simple Joseki here, And the sequence you're about to see is typically played some 70 moves later in the endgame. Right now it's still early opening, and black and white should take some big points. But in this game, they decided to play this endgame sequence. So white pushed, and black defends, and now white threatens to capture this stone on the second line. And here, for the first time ever, it is actually possible to play this descending move. Why? Simply because white cannot play in the corner, because white is short on liberties. Black will capture.
Special dynamic.
So this gives black a little bit more points. But in any of your games, when you have a stone in the second line and you want to save it, there is no need to be fancy. The first thing you should consider is a simple connection. And now, let's do some practice.
Practice time. So yeah, that's good. So the 2-1 point has got like a special dynamic to it. So we're gonna get this easy, obviously. So in this instance, it's okay to make the knobby into the 2-1 point. Similarly, I'd say, because of the same reasons. Connect. Honey. Superb. Oop, we've got 109 gold coins now. Oh wow, there's more. Oh, that was just the technique part. Really good. So yeah, get on it, guys. Fantastic lesson structure. Really enjoyed that. Hope you've enjoyed this sort of first look. Really, Go Magic. I think I've covered quite a bit of it. And yeah, give it a try. It should be should get you a lot stronger at your Go, guys. So yeah, it's been good. I'll say goodbye to everyone. I think I'm done now. Cheers, guys.